Welcome back to Horoscope TV.
Hello. So glad to be here.
Yeah, so imagine you're just standing in your living room, right?
Mm.
And you are suddenly hit with this, like, intense, undeniable urge to just throw out your couch.
Oh, yeah, out the window.
Exactly. You want to rip up the floorboards, paint all the walls bright red. Just that really restless tearing down to build up energy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is exactly what happens when the sun violently clashes with Jupiter.
It's a huge shift.
It really is. So welcome to this episode all about you, the Leo.
That's right, all you Leos out there.
We are looking at the astrological charts for the week of April 6th to April 12th, 2026. And, you really need to tune in and stay for the whole show today.
You definitely do.
Why? Because this week brings a massive wave of fresh power to face hard problems, sudden surprises in your work and your money, and, well, some really fiery energy in your love life that you absolutely do not want to miss.
It is a packed week. I mean, the sky is just full of movement for you right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
It is. We are going to analyze all parts of your life today. We'll cover love, work, money, and your physical health just by checking where the planets are traveling.
Right, checking the astro data.
Exactly. And we will do this in plain and simple terms, reading the astro charts to help you make smart choices, avoid stress, and, find real joy over the next few days.
I love that. So I want to dive straight into that restless feeling from the intro.
Let's do it.
Looking at the astro charts, I see that just before this week started, on Sunday, April 5, the sun made a strong angle to Jupiter.
Yes, a very strong angle.
Now, since the sun rules the sign of Leo, I'm guessing this hits you right in your core, like the sun is your identity.
Absolutely. It's who you are.
And Jupiter is the planet that blows everything up like a giant balloon.
Yep, it makes everything bigger.
So when they push against each other, Monday morning probably feels like waking up in clothes that are, like, 2 sizes too small.
Oh, that's a perfect way to describe it.
You just want to break out of it.
You really do. And the tension goes even deeper than just feeling squeezed. In our charts, we call this strong angle a square.
A square.
Yeah. A square happens when two planets are sitting 90 degrees apart in the sky.
So they're sort of at a harsh angle to each other.
Exactly. Think of two cars arriving at an intersection from different roads at the exact same time.
Oh, boy.
Right. Neither wants to stop, so they create friction.
That sounds stressful.
It is. Jupiter is the giant planet. It wants more space, more growth, and more meaning.
Okay.
And your Leo sun wants to shine and be proud. So when they clash, it creates a powerful itch.
Ah, so that's the urge to rip up the floorboards.
Yes. You look at your daily life and think that the way things are is simply not good enough anymore.
You want better.
You want way better. It creates a very strong push for you to change the things around you. You cannot just sit still.
Okay, so you are buzzing with big ideas on Monday.
Buzzing is the word.
But, you can't live in that hyper-restless state all week long, right? Your brain would totally burn out by Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, for sure. You'd be exhausted.
So, looking at the charts, I see that on Wednesday, April 8th, the moon enters Capricorn.
Yes, a big mood shift.
Now, I know the moon controls our daily moods, and Capricorn is the earth sign represented by the mountain goat. Slow, steady, and climbing.
The mountain goat is very grounded.
Right, so I'm guessing Wednesday's when we stop tearing the living room apart and actually start building the new floor.
That shift from fire to earth is exactly what saves your week.
Oh, thank goodness.
Really, because the moon moves very fast, changing signs every 2.5 days.
Okay.
So when it leaves a fire sign and enters Capricorn, all that wild, buzzing energy from Jupiter hits solid rock.
Like hitting a wall, but in a good way.
In a very good way.
Oh.
The mountain goat does not care about giant, crazy dreams.
No.
No, the goat cares about taking one practical step up the mountain.
Oh, I see.
For you, this means the big feelings settle down. Your focus shifts quickly away from wanting to change the whole world, and instead, you focus on your daily tasks.
The serious goals.
Exactly. You grab a pen, you sit down, and you start making a list.
Man, that sounds like such a relief.
It really is.
You go from feeling like your skin is vibrating
Yeah.
to feeling like an adult who actually has their life in order.
Right. You get your feet back on the ground.
But there's always with these charts, that calm focus does not last very long.
No, it does not.
Because the next day brings a massive wave of heat. On Thursday, April 9, Mars moves into Aries.
This is huge.
Mars is the planet of fighting and pushing forward.
Yes, it's pure action.
And Aries is the very first fire sign. So if I'm reading this right, Mars is going back to its home base.
Exactly right.
This sounds like pure raw power.
Pure power is the absolute right way to put it. I mean, in the old stories, Mars is the god of action.
Right.
When Mars is in a soft sign, it's like a sword wrapped in a thick blanket.
It can't really do much damage.
Right. But when Mars goes into Aries, the blanket comes off.
Oh.
The sword is sharp and ready. This movement gives you fresh power to face hard problems.
A burst of fiery energy.
Completely. It totally changes how you look at the obstacles in your life.
So let me put a real-world spin on this.
Go for it.
If you are facing a tough problem that you've been ignoring for months, like maybe a hard phone call you're scared to make or some mess in your personal life you just keep walking past.
We all have those.
Right. Is April 9th the exact day to finally tackle it head on? Because it sounds like you're getting a huge boost of bravery here.
Without a doubt. April 9 is the day.
Really?
Yes. If a problem looked like a huge, scary mountain on Monday, by Thursday, this Mars energy makes it look like a small bump in the road.
You just don't care anymore.
You won't overthink it at all. You won't worry about what might go wrong. You will simply have the fire inside to stand up, face the problem, and handle it.
That's amazing.
The fear just melts away when Mars is in Aries.
I love that. I love the idea of just slaying the dragon on Thursday.
It's a great feeling.
But, what goes up must come down.
Mm.
By Friday, April 10th, the astro charts show a last quarter moon.
Yes, the energy shifts again.
And later that same day, the moon enters Aquarius. Now, a last quarter moon is when the light is shrinking, right?
Correct.
We are moving toward the dark.
That sounds like a time to stop pushing so hard.
It's a time for sweeping the floor, honestly. Yeah. The last quarter moon is a phase of letting go.
Okay, because you used all that brave fire from Mars the day before to face your hard problems.
Exactly. So Friday is the natural time to look at the leftover pieces and just throw them out.
Just clear the junk.
Yes. It specifically helps you let go of old bad habits.
Oh, like realizing that checking your phone the second you wake up is ruining your morning and just deciding to stop.
Perfect example.
You use that sweeping energy to clear the junk out of your life.
And you need to clear that junk.
Right, because making room perfectly leads to the second event on Friday, the moon entering Aquarius.
Yes, this is where the joy comes in. Aquarius is an air sign, and it's all about groups, friends, and community.
Right. The timing is just beautiful.
How so?
Well, once you drop the heavy habits, the Aquarius moon comes in and lifts you up and makes you want to spend time with friends.
Oh, that sounds nice after all that fighting on Thursday.
It is. After the intense focus of Wednesday and the brave fighting of Thursday, this air sign energy fills you with joy and happiness.
You just want to relax.
You just want to share ideas, laugh, and be around people who make you feel light.
That desire to be around people naturally brings up how we connect one-on-one.
Let's talk about love.
Yes, because the way you clear out bad habits to find joy with friends kind of mirrors how you build a safe space for romance.
It really does.
Let's turn to the charts for your love life, because love is also dealing with some wild energy this week.
Love is going to take you on a very interesting journey right now.
I bet.
We need to look back to Sunday, April 5 again, to understand where your heart is starting from.
Okay, back to Sunday.
On that day, Venus connected to the North Node.
Okay, let me stop you there, because we need to unpack that for a second.
Sure.
Venus is easy. That's the planet of love, romance, and what we find beautiful.
Right.
But the North Node is not a planet. It's a point in the sky, right?
Yes, it's a mathematical point.
From what I understand, it's a point where eclipses happen, and old stargazers believed it acted like a compass needle pointing toward your true path.
That's a great way to look at it.
So what happens when the planet of love crosses that compass needle?
When Venus hits the North Node, it brings a very deep, stable energy to your heart that carries into the week.
Stable, not crazy.
Not crazy at all. You are not looking for a loud, wild weekend romance. You are looking for something real.
You want something solid.
Exactly. You will want to build strong bonds. Because this point in the sky pulls you toward the future, you want a relationship that can actually last.
Okay, so if you're single.
If you are single, this is a great time to meet a nice person who makes you feel safe.
Safety is the key word there. You want to feel like you're sitting inside a warm house while it rains outside.
A perfect image.
But here is the catch.
Oh.
We just talked about how on Thursday, April 9, Mars moves into Aries.
We did.
And that is pure fire. That is taking the blanket off the sword.
Yes.
So how does that loud, aggressive fire mix with the safe, quiet love energy from earlier in the week? Do they clash?
They actually support each other in a wonderful way.
Really?
The
How?
safe feelings from Sunday create a solid floor for you to stand on.
Okay.
Because you feel safe, April 9 wakes your passion up in a big way. You do not feel reckless, you feel brave.
Brave in love.
Exactly. You will feel brave in love. You might find yourself telling someone exactly how you feel, clearly and
Let
honestly.
me see. It's like building a campfire.
I like that.
First, you take the time to build a very safe ring of stones. You make sure the ground is clear.
Right, nice and contained.
That's the Venus and North Node energy.
Yeah.
It's totally secure. And then suddenly, on Thursday, you throw a match into the center, and the fire blazes up.
It blazes high.
The fire is huge and warm, but it doesn't burn the forest down because you built the safe ring of stones first.
Exactly. The safe space allows the passion to burn bright. You are acting on your true feelings without hiding anything.
But let me push back on this bravery a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
If you are single and you meet someone nice on Monday who makes you feel very safe,
Yeah.
and then Thursday rolls around and you get hit with this fiery Mars bravery, you just tell them every single thing you are feeling.
Right.
Is there a danger of coming on too strong? Could you scare this nice, safe person away by being too loud?
That's a fair question, but the charts show that you will not come across as scary.
Why not?
Because Mars is working with Venus here, not against it. Being brave in love does not mean shouting or making crazy demands. It takes a lot of bravery to just look someone in the eye and say, I really enjoy spending time with you, and I want to see you again.
Oh, just being direct.
Yes. Because you have that stable energy in your heart, your bravery will come out as pure confidence. You are just being clear, and clear confidence is very attractive.
Then confidence usually gets a reward.
It does.
And I see a big reward at the end of the week. Looking ahead to Monday, April 13th, Venus makes a lucky link to Jupiter.
A beautiful connection.
I know Jupiter brings luck and Venus brings love. When they link up, I imagine is a very good day for the heart.
In ancient stargazing, Venus and Jupiter are known as the two great helpers of the sky.
The helpers.
Yes. When they form a lucky link, which we call a trine, a totally smooth flow of energy, beautiful things happen.
So what does that mean for Thursday's bravery?
The charts tell us that the brave actions you take on Thursday will pay off as the weekends.
Nice.
This smooth energy brings good luck to romantic dates and very special plans for the future with someone you truly care about.
That is fantastic. But, being gold and planning for the future is not just for romance.
No, it's not.
That brave fire and those big Jupiter ideas are going to spill right onto your desk at work, too.
Absolutely will.
Let's analyze the charts for your career.
Your work life is going to demand a lot of attention this week. The energy is moving very, very fast.
Well, we have to bring back that big clash from Sunday, April 5.
The Sun square Jupiter.
Right, that energy is still active early in the week. We talked about how it makes you want to rip up the living room floor. Right, whenever Jupiter's involved, things get blown out of proportion. What is the warning for you here?
You must be extremely careful not to promise more than you can actually do.
Overpromising.
Exactly. Jupiter makes every mountain look like a small step, and the Sun gives you the pride to say, yes, I can handle that.
But time is still real.
Right. The reality of time and energy still exists.
It is exactly like walking into an amazing buffet when you are starving.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right. Everything looks delicious. You take a huge scoop of mashed potatoes, a giant piece of cake, and suddenly you have put way too much food on your plate.
Your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You try to walk back to your table, and the plate is so heavy you are literally shaking. In your job, you have to be careful not to put too many projects on your plate, or you will drop the whole thing.
The buffet is a perfect way to picture it. If your boss asks for a volunteer for a huge new task on Monday, your hand might go up before you even check your calendar.
You just say yes to everything.
You do. You have to write down your big ideas, but do not make a firm promise early in the week.
Right, because you need to wait for that grounding energy we talked about earlier.
The Capricorn moon.
Yes, on Wednesday, April 8th, the moon moves into Capricorn. That's the mountain goat energy.
Yes, it is.
It helps you look at that heavy buffet plate of work and decide what you actually need to eat first.
The Capricorn moon is the absolute best time to focus on your main goals. You become very practical.
Okay, good.
But Wednesday is a complicated day at work.
Why?
Because the charts show another major connection happening at the exact same time. On April 8, Mars makes a good link to Uranus.
Oh boy. Uranus is the wild card of the solar system.
It sure is.
It's the planet of sudden lightning strikes and fast changes. So if Mars, the planet of action, links up with the lightning bolt, I'm guessing the workday is not going to be boring.
It will not be boring at all. Uranus brings the unexpected. When Mars makes a supportive link to it, this brings sudden, exciting new chances to show off your skills.
Okay, so what does a sudden chance look like? Are we talking about a promotion dropping out of the sky or something smaller?
It is usually a fast moment that requires a fast reaction.
Give me an example.
Imagine the computer system at work completely freezing during a big presentation. Everyone panics.
It's a nightmare.
It is. But because you have this quick Mars and Uranus energy, you suddenly remember a trick to fix it and you save the meeting.
Oh, wow.
Or a client asks a strange question and you just happen to know the perfect answer. It is a sudden flash where you get to show everyone how smart and capable you are.
So you have to be ready to catch the lightning.
You do.
And to catch the lightning, your hands need to be empty. Which brings us to Friday, April 10th, the last quarter moon.
Yes, the sweeping energy.
We talked about dropping bad habits in your personal life. What does this sweeping energy mean for your desk?
The last quarter moon tells you to look at your projects and throw away the old ones that do not work anymore.
Oh, just ditch them.
Yeah. We all have that one file sitting on our desk for months, or that one idea we keep trying to push that just will not move forward. The charts are telling you to finally put it in the trash.
Let me pause you there, because throwing away work feels very dangerous.
It feels scary, yes.
What if my boss asks for that old file next month? What if that dead project suddenly becomes important again? Human nature is to hold on to things just in case.
Holding on is normal, but holding on is heavy.
Heavy.
Yes. You have to analyze the cost of keeping dead work around. Every time you look at that failing project, it drains a tiny bit of your confidence.
That's true.
It takes up space in your brain. Clearing dead weight is the only way to make room for those new, sudden chances from Uranus.
Oh, so you have to drop the old to catch the new.
Exactly. Doing this will clear your mind and bring much better success in your daily tasks. If you refuse to let go of the old stuff, you will not have the time or the energy to grab the exciting new things coming your way.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
The tension between holding on to the old and grabbing the new is huge.
It is a big theme this week.
And that same urge to sweep the old files off your desk on Friday mirrors an astrological challenge happening with your bank account earlier in the week.
Yes, the money charts.
When we clear space in our minds, we often try to fill it with material things. Let's look at the charts for your money and your spending.
Your money charts are showing a real tug of war this week. There are two very different forces fighting over your wallet.
Okay, let's break down the fight. In one corner, early in the week, we have the leftover energy from Sunday, the Sun square Jupiter.
Yes.
We know Jupiter makes you want big changes and big ideas, so it must make you want to spend big money too.
Oh, the urge to spend money on fun things is going to be incredibly high.
Like buying a new TV or something.
Or a vacation.
Hmm.
Jupiter is the planet of optimism. It makes you look at your bank account and think, I have plenty. I deserve to buy this expensive item.
Even if you probably shouldn't.
Right. Because the Sun and Jupiter are clashing in a square, spending money feels like a quick way to relieve the tension. You want to buy a feeling of freedom.
So that is the huge urge to spend. Who is in the other corner fighting against it?
In the other corner, the astro charts show Venus is in the sign of Taurus.
Okay, Venus in Taurus.
Venus is not just the planet of love, it is also the planet of value and money.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Taurus is an earth sign represented by the bulls. It loves slow, steady growth, safety, and a full pantry.
So it wants to hoard the money.
Exactly. Venus is completely at home in Taurus. So while Jupiter is screaming at you to buy fun things, Venus in Taurus is quietly telling you that this is a very good time for slowly building wealth and keeping your bank account safe.
The shiny new toy versus the safety of a full savings account.
It's a tough fight.
It is a tough fight, but the charts give a very specific reason why you need to listen to Venus and keep your wallet closed, right?
You must listen to the urge to save because of what happens on Wednesday, April 8th.
Wednesday?
Remember that link between Mars and Uranus?
The lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt.
We just said Uranus brings sudden, exciting chances at work. But Uranus is chaos. If it hits your money sector, I am guessing the lightning bolt is not a winning lottery ticket.
Unfortunately, usually it is not. When Uranus hits the money charts in this way, it points to sudden surprises with your money, like an unexpected bill.
Ouch. This is exactly when you are driving down the highway and the car suddenly starts shaking.
Yep.
Or you wake up and the hot water heater is just totally broken. It's an expense you did not plan for and you cannot avoid.
Exactly. And this is why the charts are begging you to save money early in the week.
Because if you don't,
If you listen to Jupiter on Monday and spend all your extra cash on a fun toy, and then the car breaks down on Wednesday, you are going to be in a panic.
you'll be so stressed.
But if you listen to Venus and Taurus and save your money, then the surprise bill is just an annoyance. You pay it, and you move on. Your safety net catches you.
That makes total sense. That is the whole point of reading the astro data. It gives you the warning you need.
It prepares you.
But the story does not end with the broken car. On Thursday, April 9, Mars enters Aries.
That raw, fiery power again.
Right. How does that fire change your bank account after you just paid a surprise bill?
Well, fire is an engine. When Mars enters Aries, it gives you a strong drive to find new ways to earn more cash for your long-term savings goals.
So you don't just sit and mope.
Not at all. You will not sit around feeling sorry for yourself about the unexpected bill. You will feel a sudden, aggressive push to earn the money back.
You take control of the situation.
Exactly.
You might, ask for extra hours at work or list some old items for sale online or finally launch that small side hustle you have been thinking about.
The drive to earn will be very high. Making smart choices now, using that Aries fire to work hard, builds a stronger future for you and your loved ones. You are taking the raw energy and turning it into real safety.
Wow. Let's take a breath and look at everything we have covered so far.
That's a lot.
The charts are throwing big ideas at you, asking you to face hard problems, drop old habits, dodge surprise bills, and work hard to earn cash. Just talking about it is exhausting.
It really is.
Operating at this speed is going to put serious strain on the human body. We need to analyze the health and wellness charts to see how you can survive this week physically.
Your physical health requires very careful management right now. The planets are pushing you to move fast, but your body has limits.
Right. The astro data shows that from Sunday, April 5, the energy of the moon in Sagittarius carries over into the week.
Yes.
Sagittarius is the archer. It is a fire sign that loves wide open spaces. What does this mean for the physical body?
Sagittarius energy cannot stand feeling trapped. As the week starts, you will feel a strong need to get outside and move your body.
You just have to get out of the house.
Yes. You will not want to sit at a desk all day. Even just taking a fast walk on your lunch break or stretching your arms out in the fresh air will make a massive difference in your mood. Your body is asking for motion.
Motion is healthy.
It is.
But motion can turn into danger when we hit Thursday, April 9.
Mars entering Aries again.
We keep coming back to this fiery shift. We know it gives you bravery and drive. But what is the warning for your physical safety?
The warning is severe. Mars in Aries is fast, raw energy. It does not think before it acts.
It's reckless.
It can be. This fiery energy can make you rush, and when you rush, you lose your balance. You might push yourself too hard at the gym or walk so fast you trip on the stairs. You must be careful not to push your body past its breaking point.
It's like taking a massive heavy-duty factory machine and plugging it into a normal wall socket in your house.
Oh, that's a brilliant way to put it.
Right. The machine has incredible power, but the wires in your wall are not built for that much voltage. If you turn it all the way up, the wires will literally melt.
They'll catch fire.
Your mind has the power of Mars and Aries, but your physical body is just normal human wiring. So how do you let out the energy without melting the wires?
You have to control the flow of the current. The charts advise doing slow, quiet stretching.
Stretching.
Yeah.
Not running.
Exactly. It sounds completely opposite to what your brain wants. Your brain wants to run 10 miles.
Right.
But doing slow stretching, like taking a quiet yoga class or just bending deeply in your living room, forces you to focus. It burns off the wild energy safely. You stay in control of the speed.
Slow and steady protects the wires.
It does.
And your body's really going to need that protection because looking ahead to Friday, April 10th, the last quarter moon reminds you to rest and let your body heal from all the pushing.
Yes, the sweeping down energy.
But the real drop in energy comes on Monday, April 13th, when Mars meets Neptune. This is a fascinating mix.
It is very intense.
Mars is pure fire. What is Neptune?
Neptune is the furthest planet we look at in daily astrology. It rules the deep ocean, the fog, dreams, and sleep.
Okay, so we have Mars, the hot, burning fire, crashing directly into Neptune, the endless deep water.
Exactly.
When fire hits water, you get steam. The fire goes out completely.
That is exactly what happens in your body.
You just crash.
The charts show a massive need to slow down. This meeting of Mars and Neptune will make you feel very, very tired. It is a heavy, cloudy feeling.
Like you can't even lift your arms.
Right. Your arms and legs might feel like they weigh 100 pounds. This is not a sickness. This is your body demanding that you pay the bill for all the hard work you did during the week.
So you cannot fight it. You cannot just drink 3 cups of coffee and try to power through a late-night project.
If you try to fight Neptune, you will only end up feeling confused and grumpy. You must get some deep rest.
Just give in.
Yes. Turn off the screens early. Go to sleep. Taking good care of yourself and letting the tiredness wash over you will keep your mind very clear and happy for the next day.
Listen to the deep water. Go to bed early.
It's the best thing you can do.
Taking care of your physical body and getting enough sleep makes you much easier to be around.
Oh, absolutely.
And how you interact with others is the perfect way to wrap up our chart reading. Let's analyze who you should hang out with this week, who you should avoid, and the numbers and colors that hold the best vibrations.
The planets do not just push our moods, they vibrate at specific frequencies.
Right.
These frequencies match up with certain colors, numbers, and the energies of the other zodiac signs.
Let's give you your lucky charms for the week.
Let's do it.
The astro data points to the color gold. The exact color code is #FFD700. It is a bright, rich, shining yellow gold.
A gorgeous color.
The best dates for your chart are April 5 and April 9, and the lucky numbers vibrating with your energy are 5, 10, 18, 25, 31, and 37.
Gold is the ultimate color for your sign.
Because of the sun.
Exactly. Since the sun rules Leo, gold represents the light and power of the sun. It brings warmth and natural authority to whoever wears it.
I always try to find fun ways to use these tools. Since Thursday, April 9 is one of your lucky dates, and that is the day Mars gives you the fresh power to face hard problems, maybe wear a gold shirt that day.
That's a great idea.
Or a gold necklace. Or just put a bright gold sticky note on your computer screen while you make that difficult phone call. It is a visual reminder of your power.
Visual reminders really work.
And for the numbers, use them to structure your day. If you were doing the slow stretching we talked about, hold the stretch for 37 seconds.
Nice.
Take a break at 5 in the afternoon. It is just a simple way to stay connected to the good energy.
Using these simple anchors keeps your mind focused on the positive movements in your chart.
Now, let's look at the people in your life. The charts say your best match this week is the sign of Virgo.
Yes, Virgo is perfect right now.
Now wait, Leo is fire, Virgo is earth. Usually a fire sign wants to move fast, and an earth sign wants to move slow. Why are they the perfect team right now?
You are right that they move at different speeds, but this week, the timing of the planets makes those differences fit together perfectly like puzzle pieces.
How so?
We look back to Thursday, April 9, when Mars moves into Aries.
The fire gets turned up.
Yes. When that brave fire hits you, you are going to have a million ideas. But Virgo loves to plan, organize, and build.
So they ground you.
Exactly. Both you and the Virgo will feel a shared excitement and a strong desire to start fun projects together. You provide the giant spark of energy, and the Virgo provides the blueprint to actually make it work.
You're like a superhero team.
You will understand each other without even speaking out loud.
So if you get the sudden drive to start a side business, to earn that extra cash we talked about, call your Virgo friend.
Yes, absolutely call them.
They will know exactly how to set up the spreadsheet while you do the big thinking.
They'll handle the details.
And looking toward the end of the week, the Venus and Jupiter Lucky Link on April 13 will bring a ton of joy to your interactions. Spending time with a Virgo will make you very happy and relaxed. They ground your fire safely.
It is a very comforting relationship this week, but on the other side of the wheel, the charts show a very difficult connection.
Oh, no.
The worst match for you this week is Libra.
Libra is an air sign. Usually air feeds fire, right? It makes the fire grow bigger or brighter. Why is the air blowing the fire out this week?
It comes back to the very first thing we talked about. The sun making a strong square to Jupiter on Sunday, April 5.
The clash.
Yes. That clash creates a huge amount of stress and misunderstanding with Libra. Your goals are moving in totally different directions right now.
So how does that look in a normal conversation?
Well, you are feeling the Jupiter push to change things quickly. You want to rip up the floorboards.
Right.
Libra is symbolized by the scales. They want pure balance, peace, and no sudden movements. They want to talk about every possible outcome before making a single choice.
That would drive you crazy this week.
Exactly. You will feel like they are trapping you in a cage, and they will feel like you are acting crazy.
And when friction builds up, it always finds a way to escape.
It does. On Friday, April 10th, during the last quarter moon, this tough energy peaks.
The sweeping moon.
Yes, the last quarter moon is a sweeping phase, a time when everyone is tired and trying to clear space. Because of the built-up stress, you might have a silly argument over something very small.
It is the classic scenario where you get furious because they left a coffee cup on the table or used a slightly flat tone of voice.
You're not really mad about the cup.
No. You are mad about the whole week of pulling in opposite directions. So what is the game plan here? If your boss, your partner, or your best friend is a Libra, how do you survive Friday without a blow-up?
You survive by refusing to engage in the fight.
Just walk away.
Do not try to convince them you are right. Focus on your own personal growth instead. Go into another room and read a book. Focus on sweeping the old files off your own desk.
Do your slow stretching.
Yes, do your stretching. If you stay polite but keep your distance, you can stay peaceful and calm. The difficult energy will pass, but you must not feed it while it is here.
That is brilliant advice. Let the wind blow past you. Do not let it blow your fire out. We have explored so much of the sky today. We analyzed the heavy push to change your daily life. We found the raw bravery to slay the dragons in your path. We talked about building a safe stone ring for your romantic campfire, dropping dead weight at work to catch sudden lightning, surviving the unexpected bills, and knowing when to surrender to the deep sleep of Neptune.
The charts are asking you to be brave and smart. The movements are fast, but if you remember to ground yourself when the moon hits Capricorn, you have everything you need to handle it.
I fully agree. The power is in your hands. But before we finish up, I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder.
Okay.
We talked a lot about the last quarter moon. You are using that sweeping energy to clear out old work projects and throw away old bad habits. You are dragging the broken furniture out to the curb.
Yes, clearing space.
But nature hates an empty space. When you create a void, something will always rush in to fill it.
That's very true.
So ask yourself, what is the one brand new, beautiful thing you're going to put in that empty space next week? You did the hard work of clearing the room. Now you get to choose what goes inside.
I love that.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join this conversation today. We love reading the stars for you, and we appreciate you listening to this episode on Horoscope TV.
Thank you for having me.
If you want to make sure you are always ready for the shifts in the sky, please hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified when the next episode is available. Have a great, brave, and joyful week.